Hello, crypto world! Welcome to the Chart Historian. My name is Justin, and on this channel, I delve deep into crypto charts, exploring chart structures, fractals, and patterns. So today, I'm looking at the XRP chart, and what I'd like to discuss is something that I don't believe has been discussed much, at least not that I'm aware of. So it is my belief that XRP has a grand cycle that repeats. Now, to make my case, we need to go back to the very beginning of XRP. So here we are at the very beginning of XRP. XRP started in August 2013, at least the data on the chart starts here. So it starts with a sideways range-bound time that structurally, believe it or not, is actually the same as here and here. Now it looks different here and here, and that is because every time this plays out, it's a unique expression. It's the height, it may have gone higher or lower, or time maybe stretched it out or compressed it, but structurally the pattern is the same, or it should be very similar. And that is the case with these times. So XRP starts with this sideways range-bound time, after which eventually it hits a bull run, its first bull run, shoots up, makes a peak, and then it comes declining down to a capitulation point. This decline is also a repetitive declining structure. This structure here is repeated pretty much every single decline that XRP does after it does a bull run. So it comes to a capitulation point and repeats this sideways range-bound time just like it did here. Eventually, of course, this time it was much more compressed. It doesn't have the height and depth that it has, and it's also stretched out longer than this time. Eventually, it comes to a bull run. This bull run is not as high as this bull run. It peaks out here, declines, and then does a capitulation point right here, at which point it enters into this sideways range-bound time that is structurally the same as this time and this time. Eventually, it hits this massive bull run, which takes XRP out of this plane that it was on for, almost 4 years. So from August 2013 all the way to March 2017 or April 2017. If you put a horizontal channel on this, this is what it looks like. So it blew past its previous highs and just brought it to a completely new place. Another important thing to look at is if you place a line on here, you'll notice that it touches here, it touches here. It looks like it touches there, but it doesn't. It comes close. So you can see it comes close, but does not touch. So it touches in several places, and it touches one more time right here. So this fractal right here is the fractal that ends this sideways time and brings XRP into the bull run. This fractal repeats, and it goes up, comes crashing down, and comes back up again. So it touched there as well. So let's move onto the new plane that XRP goes to and see what it looks like and compare it back to this one. So here we are in the next plane. So XRP comes up, makes a peak, and it's kind of small compared to what came after it, but this was actually a large bull run. It came, made a peak, comes crashing back down, comes to a capitulation point, after which it does that sideways range-bound time, just like we saw happen here. It's the same fractal that played out. So once it completed that, it goes into its bull run, and as we can see, it comes to a peak and then comes crashing back down, comes to a capitulation point, and then it starts its sideways range-bound time that took place here. Now it's taking place here, just like this one took place here, and then it took place here. Now this time around, it's much longer, has much more height, much more depth to it, but it's the same pattern, the same structure playing out. So eventually it comes to the next bull run. And just like in the previous pattern, the first time it played out, this bull run is not as high as this one. Just like we see here, this bull run was not as high as this one, the first one. XRP comes to a peak here, and then it starts its decline. Now we are in the final stages of this decline. We are in the fractal that produces the capitulation point. It's not complete yet, but it will be completed soon. At which point, if we go back and look at this pattern, this structure here, it goes into a sideways range-bound time. Now, I don't know how long this phase will last here. It could be long, it could be short, I don't know. I don't know how high it will go or how low. Those are all variables that change every single time, but the structure remains the same. So, logically speaking, what we should expect, what history tells us we should expect, is we should expect a range-bound time, and this will complete, once it's complete, that range-bound time, it will complete this grand cycle, and XRP will rocket into a new plane. Now, if we put on that parallel channel, this is what it looks like. So XRP has been in this parallel channel now for some time, and believe it or not, we've completed most of the structure that is required to be completed. We're just missing this part right here, the sideways range-bound time, which was right here before going on into the new elevation, the new plane. Another interesting thing is if you place a line on here, you'll see that it's touched here, it's touched here, and if history is any guide, it may touch again in that fractal right before the bull run takes place. So this is around 12 cents, I believe. Could be off a little on my line placement. So, big picture here. XRP, I believe, is cyclical. It has these grand cycles that have been repeating. It's repeated once already here. The same structure has so far played out. We've had this sideways structure. We've had this peak here, this bull run. This next sideways, we had the smaller bull run, and now we're entering into this phase. This coming bull run, after we go through this sideways time, and folks, it's just part of the course. We have to go through this sideways time to get to that amazing bull run that rocketed XRP out of this plane. History is any guide. It will happen again, but we have to go through that sideways movement first. Well, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you found value in it. You know, I'm a new channel, so any likes or follows really means a lot to me. I put out content on a regular basis, so if you hit that subscribe button, you'll be updated whenever I put out new content, which is regularly. Another thing is I'm not a financial advisor, so nothing I present here should be construed as financial or investment advice. You can follow me on Twitter if you're on Twitter at Chart Historian. I'm so glad you caught this video. I hope you catch my next one. Have a great day, and bye for now.